Tiptoe walking. A very practical question for a practical OT. Many, many children are seen to walk on their tippy toes instead of walking on the full bottom of their feet, heel to toe. And many families will ask us, why is this so necessary? It looks so different, especially when you look at the child from walking from behind. There are many different reasons why that could be a possibility. When we think of it from a sensory integration framework, we think of the word body awareness. And my body awareness is my sense of where I am in space without needing to look at where my limbs are. I know exactly right now that my feet are spread slightly apart, that my knees are closer together than my feet, that where my buttocks is touching the chair, that I'm looking straight ahead at the screen, that my hands are slightly clasped on my lap right now. I can feel that, I can know that without needing to look. When I'm moving in space and I'm waiting for that soccer ball to be kicked to me, I'm looking in space, I'm looking at the ball, I'm not looking at where I'm placing my feet. So the sense that we need for that is called proprioception. Proprioception is that deep sense in my joints that tells me where I'm located in space when I'm moving through space. And so the proprioceptors need to be activated in a very strong way in order to support this whole body awareness concept. So when many kids are walking on tippy toes, they're putting their full weight of their bodies on the ball part of their feet, which then helps them to feel where they are more readily, freeing their eyes to go through space as they are moving. So it's basically a feedback perception into the body to support body awareness. That could be one reason we would look at that. Another reason could be is that many of our sensory kids struggle with something that we call hypervigilance. This is when their sensory systems are in hyper alert. Now, sometimes one system can be more on alert than other systems. Sometimes it could be all of the systems that could be in hyper alert at all times. And hyper alert means a certain sense of sympathetic arousal that keeps us in contact with the environment. And there's an investment in that because if I lose that hypervigilance, I don't know where I am. And so there's a big investment to stay hypervigilant. And that hypervigilance then also rises up to need more of that proprioceptive feedback in the balls of my feet so that I can be supported in proprioception, which helps me to inhibit a little bit of the arousal, but I'm still able to maintain my arousal with all my other systems as I need that to feel protected in the environment that I'm in. That could be a different reason why. Then there's a medical reason. It could simply be that the Achilles tendon may be too short and that they need some lengthening, some stretching, which physical therapists usually work with. And they may work with it through orthotics and some what we call morphos, that is inserts in the shoes that can be helpful for that process. So we have to chase the why. In each profile, you have to chase the why and figure out why that should be so. What do we do about it? Good old sensory integration therapy has been always a good stalwart place for us to start and to think about if I can put all my sensory systems in sync and feel safer in my environment, I won't need to do that excessive proprioceptive input any longer. So that's one mantra. The other one that I love to use is sound therapy. And you've heard me talk before about Maude sound therapy. You may have heard me talk about Soundsori. Those products, adding bone conduction, is instrumental for body awareness and especially interoceptive awareness, giving the external senses a place to land within the body. So I'll use that. I might use tactile integration massage, not because I think that the tactile massage could reach into the proprioception, but it gives me an external sense of wellness that can then aid to getting a sense of calmness within my inside systems of my body, supporting me to gain access to using the proprioception when I move in a better way, as the somatosensory complex is a complex that works together as a unit. And then there are floor time. There's an emotional component too, you know, and so every sensory experience has an emotional adjustment, and every emotional experience has a sensory adjustment, and together memories, experiences in our memory bank is built from the sensory experience with the emotional load attached to that. And so dealing with it also from an emotional standpoint can also support the whole bid for safety and security, supporting the body to relax a little bit more, so that when the anxiety leaves, I don't need that hypervigilance anymore for protection. So hopefully that was helpful to everyone. And until another day, take care.